Okay, so let's start the session. And today we are going to do PTE. So this is the PTE Academic Offline Practice Test Overview. Okay, so tell me, is it visible to you?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, so let's start. So now as you can see in PTE, so there are various sections are there, which I'm going to show you. So this is the PTE Academic is a computer-based design test. Okay, so it includes reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And it is of approximately 3 hours. Okay, and there are three sections to it mainly, which are timed parts. As you can see, this is part one, speaking and writing, part two, reading, part three, listening. Now, you need to note that each part may contain a number of sections. Each section is individually timed. So the time allowed is a little different most of the time. Why? Because type of task each type of task has a different time. Okay, so sometimes it would be of 1 minute 30 seconds, sometimes it would be of 1 minute. So what will happen is the time overall time duration can change. So as you can see, there is an introduction part, so which is not timed. So introduction is just a warm-up type of thing, so you don't need to worry about that. That is there in the exam, that is there in the test, but you have to tell the students that okay, you don't have to worry about this because introduction is not timed. Okay, so it is just for warm up, you can say. And then the next thing is part one. So part one is speaking and writing, which is of 77 to 93 minutes. So as I told you that the task time differs, so that's why it is 77 to 93 minutes. We cannot say that it is exactly of 90 minutes. Now the part two is reading. Reading is 32 to 40 minutes again. Okay. Then there's an optional scheduled break. So it is for, I mean, not for much time. It is an optional schedule break, but people generally don't use it. Then the part three is listening. That is 45 to 57 minutes. So the listening in PT is very important. It is 57 minutes. That is almost an hour. Okay. And I would say the reading part is 32 to 41 minutes. It is not that difficult as if we have seen in IELTS. Okay, so IELTS we have seen like the third task is very difficult sometimes. But this one is quite good. Now let's see further what's there. So as you can see that this PT academic test is like further subdivided. This test is we are going to talk about the further subdivisions. Like in the part one, as you can see, speaking is further subdivided into various parts. We call it as by the name of read aloud. So read aloud, the number of items will be 6. That means 6 times the different things will come and you have to do the read aloud thing. So what is read aloud? I am going to show you. Okay, then there would be repeat sentence. Read aloud means what happens is there is something which flashes on your screen, there is a sentence and you sentence or there is a paragraph mainly. Okay, so paragraph you need to read it. So here they check about your pronunciation, whether you are able to pronounce the words in the right way or not. Then they're going to see that whether you stress upon certain words or not. They are also going to see that whether you know how to, I mean, how to move in the paragraph further or not, like where is the punctuation is there, you are taking care of that part or not. So periods are there, punctuations are there, semicolons are there. So you know the usage, when to stop, how much to stop, do you know about that or not? Okay, so it is not about that. Now the repeat sentence is another thing, that is in which you have to repeat the sentence, which is, I mean, there is a line which computer will speak for you and you have to understand and you have to then speak again. Okay, so you have to repeat the sentence after the computer says something. Okay, so what happens is the accent varies. So what will happen is like most of the time you'll be feeling that in the initial stage that most of the things probably might be left out. But with a proper practice, you can easily be doing it. Now the next thing is describe image. Okay, I will keep on confirming whether it is visible to you or not. Is that visible?
Yeah, it's
Okay. And some other person is also there apart from Jyoti ma'am. Please, hello. Okay, let's move on. So the next is describe image. Now what happens with describe images? That describe image, there would be an image. Okay, there can be a bar graph, there could be a pie chart, which you're going to describe. Now this, you're going to describe in your own way. Okay, how you describe it, how you take the time. There's a particular time to see the image, there's a particular time to speak about it. In all the cases, you will be finding certain timing for seeing the task and for doing the task, for executing it. Okay, so What happens is in describe image, there are various types of templates are available. So we'll be sharing few templates with you, because in describe image, if you want to score more and if you want to give it to a layman and if he or she is having limited time, so don't tell to experiment himself or herself. What we will be doing is we'll be giving him or her a particular template by which he or she could be doing it very fast. Okay, and she would be learning very good. So the next thing is retell lecture. Describe image comes, I mean, this could be three, so sorry, six. And retell lecture means there would be a lecture in which one person would be like, one of those persons would be like describing something. There would be a lecture which you need to listen, understand, and one more thing, you will be having a pen and paper. So what you'll be doing is you'll be writing down something. So in the retail lecture, you will be writing notes. Okay, you'll be marking notes. I mean, you'll be writing 2 or 3 words, and then with the help of those words, you can, after the lecture will be over, now you'll be given some time to speak about the lecture in your own way. So now you are going to speak the lecture in your own way. So this will be like that. Now, coming on to the next part is answer short questions. So what is answer short questions? Answer short questions means, I mean, you'll be asked like a very small one word questions will be there. As and when you'll be doing it, you'll be understanding it. It's very easy. The only thing which matters in repeat sentence and answer short question is the way they speak. You need to recognize, you need to understand, you need to understand that what they are exactly saying. There's sometimes where there's variations in pronunciation, so that we need to understand. We can easily do it, or the students can easily do it by doing proper practice. Now the question comes, how student will practice? I'll be telling you more about it, but first of all, let's see this, the writing part. The writing part is summarized written text. So there would be a text which you're going to summarize. Once you'll be doing, then only you'll be understanding. Then there will be an essay. Now try to understand, this essay is almost the same types as IELTS. You can use the same templates also, but the basic difference here is that you will be getting only 20 minutes to write this essay, and there in IELTS you'll be getting 40 minutes. So that, I mean, that is something different. And one more thing, the person should be well versed with the computers. The typing speed should be good. If he or she is not having that typing speed, because he needs to, he has to type almost 250 words or more than it. Because in PT it is being said that not less than 120 or not more than 380 words you need to type. So typing this much in 20 minutes is not an easy task, and that also with proper understanding and getting involved into the question. So what you need to do is you need to have a good typing speed, before which you can download various type of softwares for typing on your PC or laptop. Okay, now the next thing is reading. Now reading is further divided into multiple choice, choose single answer. Choose single answer means what? So there would be a particular task in which multiple choices would be given, but there would be only one answer which you can choose. In the multiple choice, choose multiple answers. What you have to do is you have to choose multiple answers. So there can be more than one answer would be there. Now the other thing is reorder paragraph. So reorder paragraphs, what you have to do is you have to arrange the paragraph. So you might have done in the past like jumbled paragraphs. So you're just going to attach one paragraph to another paragraph, but it would be a very good storyline type of thing. It wouldn't be those matching sentences, reordering short sentences. It is not like that. It is like big sentences would be there. Okay, so you need to create a storyline. You need to work up about it step by step. And what you need to do is in computer is like you need to drag and drop. So it is you're going to like pick from here and drop it here, again pick from here, then drop it down there. So it is like that. I'll show you. Then the reading is fill in the blanks, and then fill in the blanks, reading and writing. So once you'll be seeing it, you will be understanding it. It is actually all about nouns and verbs, where we have to put a noun, where we have to put a verb. Okay, sometimes what goes with the sentence, I mean, it is like that. Now the next thing is listening. Listening is summarized spoken text. So there would be a text which would be spoken, and then you need to summarize it in your own words. Then multiple choice, choose multiple answers. Fill in the blanks, it is like the same as I told you in the reading. It is like that only, you will be seeing it. Then highlighting, correct summary. You need to highlight few of the areas in this. Then multiple choice, choose single answer. Again, this type of thing is going to be there. When you will be hearing something, you have to choose single answer. Then you have to select missing word. Then highlighting incorrect words. I mean, writing from dictation. Writing from dictation is one thing which is a little troublesome. I'll be just showing it all those things to you. So this is all about the PTE. Now let's see how it works. So we are going to see here, as you can see, this is the software which we'll be issuing to our students. So what type of softwares are these? As you can see, like here on the top, as you can, we'll be giving you login ID and password. So it is the PT user. This is by the name of Stanford 2. So there is a user ID and password which I have created and I have put it here. So we have corporate tie-up with these people. So I mean, they give us it, give to us, and further what we'll do, we'll be forwarding it to these details to the students. So now what we'll be doing is that, as you can see, we are going to go on here in the left corner, home, test, practice, lecture, predictions, supports, and your account. So what you're going to do is you're going to get into practice. So we'll be clicking here, practice, and now you can see a lot of options are there for speaking. So all those things which were there, as you can see in this, sorry, here. So speaking, read aloud, right? So we are going to pick up read aloud here, and we are going to click it. Let's see what happens. So read aloud, here is the read aloud thing. Now what you need to do is, like, as you can see, the person who has been allotted this, he has done all those things. So it's been evaluated, it is coming here on the right side. Right, all those things he has done. So we'll be moving on to the page number 2, and we'll be seeing that a lot of many things are done here. Now this is not done, so we are going to do this. Brain 4. We are going to click it, and now we are going to see it. Now practice speaking, read aloud, brain 4 instructions. Look at the text below. In 40 seconds, you must read the text aloud as naturally, as clear, and as clearly as possible. You have 40 seconds. Only 40 seconds you have. Okay, just a minute. Yes. So only 40 seconds you have. Now, what we'll be doing is, now we'll be reading this entire thing. And now what we'll be doing is speaking this aloud. So we need to be aloud. Hi, Reni, welcome. Okay, so hi, scientist. Okay, so we'll be doing it now. What we'll be doing is, like, once we'll be reading it, and once 40 seconds would be over. Now, Reni, we have just started with this thing. You have to mute yourself. Okay, I'll be showing you a few things. Like, see, this is the speaking part in PT. There are various things are there which we are going to do. First thing we are going to catch up with, that is read aloud. So we are doing that. Okay. Now what we'll be doing is, we'll be going back. Now here is our software. Okay, so we are a corporate user of this software. So whenever some PT enrollment is there, we give a user ID and password of this software to people. Okay. Now what they do is they log in their personal accounts, and they see all those things here: home, test, practice, lecture, prediction, support at your account, right? Now here you can see test, and here you can see practice. So you have to go on practice, then you have to click this read aloud. So I've clicked it. Now read aloud. Now I'll be moving to one read aloud which is not been evaluated, as it belongs to one of my students. So as you can see, it's all evaluated in the first page. Now the next page is second. Here it is not evaluated. These all things are not evaluated. So we are going to do that. So brain 4. So now click this brain 4. As you can see, previous, next, reattempt, report question. Now the best thing I like about this software is, which you will not be getting in all other, I've researched a lot, all those applications, all those things, you'll not be getting this type of thing wherein a pitch meter is there and a speech pace meter is there. So how good you speak, they are going to measure it. Now, the other thing is, after answering, you'll be seeing a lot of things. And status, AI engine standing by. So there is an AI engine, artificial intelligence standing by. There's an engine. What it would be doing is, whenever you will be speaking, so it would be measuring your speech. It would be seeing like how good you speak. Okay, and it would be evaluating it then and there, and will be giving you a response. Let's see how it works. So I'm going to start the answer. As you can see, I'll be just like I'll be speaking just not very good, so as to tell you how it reports the errors. Okay, so let's see. Scientists know little about how exactly it works, especially when it comes to complex functions like memory formation. Research is all more advanced in animals, but experiments on humans are hard. Yet, even today, some parts of the brain like the motor cortex are better understood, nor in complete knowledge always needed. Machine learning can recognize patterns of neural activity. The brain itself will be hand controlling BCIS and extraordinary ease reveal more of brain secrets. Stop recording. Okay, now it is saving your answer. As you can see, I have not done it in a nice way so as to let it check. So see, it's checked almost all the things. So scientist, as you can see all those words in red, you can see scientist, hard, recognize. So whatever I pronounce in a different way, so that is not very good. So as you can see, the pitch was pitch meter too high at times and too low. Okay, now too fast, it was normal. So you have to remain, you have to tell students that you have to remain in green. So the more you'll be in green, you'll be getting more marks. So great, it was there. So the pitch or the speech pacemeter was good. Now let's see. You have spoken 80% of the words correctly. Now see here. This is the evaluation. So the content you have spoken is 4 out of 5. Oral fluency is 2.7 out of 5. Pronunciation is 1.3 out of 5 because I deliberately mispronounced few of the words. So gets the hang on with extraordinary ease, neurotechnology well, the brain's secret. So these all things I have not spoken well. So this is how it helps. Now, the other thing is, as you can see, your response is given here and 90 point sample answer is also given here. So what you need to do is you need to play it. Scientists know little about how exactly it works. Is it audible when it comes to complex functions like memory formation? Now I'm stopping it. So this is my speech. Now see the next 90 band speech.
Scientists learn little about how exactly it works, especially when it comes to complex functions like memory formation. Research is more advanced in animals, but on humans are hard. Yet even today, some parts of the brain, like the motor cortex, are better understood. Nor is complete knowledge always needed. Machine learning can recognize patterns of neural activity. The brain itself gets the hang of controlling BCIS with extraordinary ease. And neurotechnology will reveal more of the brain's secrets.
So after doing this, what do you need to do? Tell the student that you have to do, click it. Like you can, first of all, you have done it for the first time. Now you understand that it is only 64 out of 80 words are correct and 80% is correct overall. Okay, just a second. Okay. Now the next part is, as you can see, that 4 out of 5, yes. So how we can improve the score? We can improve the score by redoing it. So how will we be redoing it? Now you have to tell the student that only once you will not be doing it, unless and until you'll be getting a 90% score here, you are not going to stop it. So what you'll be doing? You will be doing it again. So you'll be going on reattempt and then you'll be clicking reattempt. It would come again and you have to do it again. But try to understand that not more than 3 to 4 times it will allow. So the fourth time it will be taking it as a final answer. So you have to tell students, so before doing it, before starting this answering, you have to first of all, you have to practice. Like scientists know little about exactly. You have to see all those words which are important, like especially or specially. Some people say research, research, research. Okay, so you have to tell how to pronounce it. Machine learning, recognize patterns, neural activity, BCIS, extraordinary. So extraordinary, extraordinary, extraordinary. People say various ways. Neurotechnology, some people would mispronounce. So neurotechnology. I mean, various ways you have to tell people to how to do it, and then you'll be allowing them to, okay, now you do it. So now they'll be doing it by attempting it again, starting answer, and they will be doing it. When 90% would be there, then you'll be saying that, okay, now it's done, and now you can send it for feedback. So you'll be clicking the button of send it for feedback. Like this is there, and you'll be stopping the answering, and then there would be a thing after saving it. See, all is red. So I have not done anything. It is 0% spoken. So send for evaluation or feedback. This button will appear, and you have to press it. Right now, going back to this second thing, that is in the practice section, we are going to repeat sentence. Now let's see what repeat sentence is. It's a very good one. So now second point. Now I'll be telling you to please listen to it carefully because you're going to do it. Okay. So these are all not evaluated. We are going to check one of those. Like let's start with 21. Okay. So Reni and Jyoti ma'am, be attentive. Let's see what it says. Just a minute. It will start. Okay, you'll hear a sentence. Please repeat the sentence exactly as you hear. You will hear the sentence only once. Now, the moment I'll be playing it, it will be starting. The bar will be, going here from here to here. And then you have to start answering. You have to click it here and you have to speak then. Okay, so whatever you have heard, you're going to speak. Let's see. I'm going to play. Let's start.
We were hoping to get started on our research as we've only got 2 weeks.
Start.
Research
It's okay. I'm going to play it again.
Actually, no, it's echoing. Why is it echoing?
Okay, don't worry. Yes, voice may be okay going. Okay, so it's okay. So let's see again. Let's try to learn, not to do. Okay, I'll be helping you out.
We were hoping to get started on our research as we've only got 2 weeks.
Just a minute.
We were hoping to get started on our research as we've only got 2 weeks.
We are hoping to start our research because we have only got 2 weeks. So stopping recording. If it will not be speaking for 3 seconds more, then it will be stopping again. Okay, now see a lot of reds. 27% words spoken correctly. Content 1, oral fluency 5, 3.6 in pronunciation. Okay, so this is how it evaluates. Now you can see your response. We are hoping to start our research because we have only got 2 weeks. I got stuck. That's what happened. You have to tell people that how not to get stuck. You have to concentrate a lot while you do. Okay, so this was like the repeat sentence. Now let's move on to the next one, and let's see what is there. The next thing is, so it is describe image. Now one of the most important things I would say. Now this is not evaluated. You can take up anyone. We'll be using this language R. Okay, so it is like language R. There's a thing you can see on the computer, right? So we've got 25 seconds only. Please speak into the microphone and describe in detail what the image is showing. You will have 40 seconds to give your response. Okay, so you'll be having how many time? What's the time? It is 25 seconds you have. And you have to speak for 40 seconds. You have to remember these timings. You need to. 25 seconds for listening, seeing it, and 40 seconds for speaking about it. Okay, so it is like that, you can see. And now, just a minute. Now, how to do it? You can do one more thing. That is, you will be telling student that you can view the video also. So it is like describing how to speak the describe image. You can see this, like it is there.
In this video, we will learn how to type image questions. First, log in to see your dashboard. Here, you will find the practice section on the left side of your screen. Click on the practice section. Then click on the describe image. From here, you can see the questions that you have not attempted before. Now, you can click on the page number to go to any page. You need to take care of an important thing before you attempt speaking section. Ensure that you are using microphone from a good quality wired headset. If your microphone is not working properly, you will not be able to evaluate your speaking attempt. Now, click on the title of any question to open it. Here, you will see an image in the form of graph, pie chart, or maps, which you have to describe for 40 seconds. In this question, you will get 25 seconds to prepare, and after 25 seconds, you will need to click on green start answer for microphone to record. If your timer is on, then it will start recording itself after 25 seconds. Once you will click on Start, you will see the pitch meter and speech pace meter moving. The pitch meter tells you how low and or high your pitch is. Those who have a bass in their voice have a low pitch, and those whose voice is sharp usually have a high pitch. Now, low pitch is usually not an issue, but sometimes girls have unusually high pitch, and such girls struggle to score in Pearson PTE speaking. So, if your pitch isn't too high, try to speak with a heavy voice like an older person. Now, speech pace meter is the more important one. You know that PTE speaking score depends a lot on the fluency, and good fluency score requires you to speak quickly at a constant speed. So, try to speak quickly without too many pauses, because if you take a break while speaking, it will bring down your overall score speed. So ensure that your meter does not fall below the green zone. Let us start speaking after clicking on Start Answering button. It will change from green color to the red, and it will say Stop Recording. You can see the recording status bar here. Microphone will stop recording once the bar is complete. Microphone will also stop recording if there is a silence for several seconds. Once the recording is done, you will see your voice analysis and AI scores after saving your answer. Content score means how accurately you have described the image. Here, oral fluency score means how good your speech was, and if you took any unnecessary pauses, the score will be less. Pronunciation score means how well you are pronouncing the words. You can on this button to hear back your response. Now, you can click on the next button here to go to the next question.
Okay, so it's done now. So you got to know about this describe image. Hello. Okay, so it is like that. So after once you will be doing it, you'll be understanding it in a better way. Okay, so the only thing you need to understand is that we have a very good definite structure for it, and we have a very good template for it. Okay, so once you'll be using the template, then you'll be easily be doing it. So I'll be showing the template also probably to you. Just a minute, I need to check where it is. Yes, I'll be showing it to you. So here it is. Now see, these are the templates for PTE describe image and other things also. We need templates in essay, we need templates in retail lecture, we need templates in describe image. As you can see, retail lecture, describe image and essay. We are going to talk about the describe image. So here is the structure. So what is the structure? You can see the template says that, is it, can you see it properly?
Yes, now yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So how we'll be speaking now here, as you can see in here, like, okay, the image in front of me looks interesting and fascinating. Okay, let me take a closer look, and by looking closely, I can see it is a bar graph or it is a table. For example, it is a table in which there are various days 1 to 7 are there, and there are various timings are there, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and then 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Okay, and then coming back to the PT template, we'll be saying that, okay, the heading provided on the top of this picture is, you can see language college timetable week 1, and then we'll be saying again that, okay, there are some words in this picture, namely, like for example, days and timings are there. We can say like this. We are talking about the x-axis and the y-axis probably. In case of bar graphs, okay, we can use it like that. And now we'll be saying that there are some numbers in this picture such as this, and in percentage, dollars, years, colors. Okay, so various colors are there like green, yellow is there. Now, after doing this all thing, you will be saying that overall, now you'll be coming to a conclusion. So it can be concluded from this image that is having crucial information about the topic. Again, you'll be saying the topic. What is the topic? About the language college timetable, and and strongly supported by the important facts and figures and have great impact on language college timetable. Okay, so it is like that. So this is how we will be telling the students to do it. Okay, and I'll be sharing this with you. Now, this is how describe image can be done very easily, and this is a general type of, I would be saying, the template will be there, which will be fitting with all those things. So it will be definitely be helpful in all cases. Okay. Now let's move on further and try to understand what other things are there. So here we are, and we are going to the next part, that practice. We are going to go on the retail lecture. So now let's see what is retail lecture. So we'll be starting one of the retail lectures. Now you can see here, you will hear a lecture after listening to the lecture in 10 seconds. After listening to the lecture, you'll be having 10 more seconds. Okay, and in these 10 seconds, you'll be doing what? You'll be starting to speak in a microphone, using a microphone. Okay, so let's start. And you'll have 40 seconds to give your response. Let's start.
In almost every group of humans in known and recorded history, there have been members who have changed their bodies. The reasons behind their choices vary, even within a single society. In many cultures around the world, the changes represent a person's social status and wealth, and are often associated with
This is
jewelry.
popping it. So see, as you have heard about this, I mean, you have listened to this lecture for some time. What you'll be doing is, again, you'll be starting to answer here. Now you'll be having only 40 seconds to tell. Now how you'll be telling is, now this is the template, as you can see. The main idea of this lecture was about the impacts of on the main topic. And the first and foremost, the speaker was discussing about this. He then talked about this, and finally he mentioned about this and this. Overall, it can be concluded that the lecture is having crucial information about the topic, strongly supported by the important facts and figures, and having great impact on dot dot dot. So it is like that. So this is how you'll be recording. You'll be starting to record it, and answering, and then you'll be seeing that. Okay. Now, one thing you need to understand, that while doing retail lecture, you should have a copy and pencil, because you are going to note all the crucial information. And as you now you already know about the template, so you'll tell students to cram it way in advance, so that they'll be cramming it, and then they'll be just inserting those words which they are writing on their sheets, and then they'll be transferring in the way of like they will be speaking and transferring it in the computer. Okay, is that okay with you? Understood?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what about the retail lecture. It is the same thing. Now let's move on to the next thing is, let's see what is the next thing. Answer short questions. So now what you can do is, like, you can play this and you can try to see like what a short question looks like. Here it is. So you'll hear a question. Please give a simple and short answer, often just one word or few words. Okay, let's see.
The
A
famous
famous canal links the Mediterranean Sea with the Indian Ocean.
is it the
Is
Corinth,
it the Corinth
the
or
Suez?
the Suez Canal?
So, okay, Suez Canal. Okay, so it asks like it is the Corinth or the Suez Canal. The sample answer is like this. So we'll be saying Suez Canal or this, whatever is the, it's very simple short answer is there.
The Suez
The
Canal.
Suez Canal, Suez Canal, Suez.
Okay, so you could have spoken all those, any of those. That would be.
The Suez Canal.
The Suez Canal, Suez Canal, Suez.
Let's reattempt it.
The
A
famous
famous canal links the Mediterranean Sea with the Indian Ocean.
is it the
Is it the
Corinth,
Corinth
the
or the
Suez?
Suez Canal?
The Suez Canal. So see, it's right answer. Okay, the statement is correct. Then we'll be going to do the next one. Okay, so this is how it is done. Are we clear with these all things?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now coming on to this thing is, suppose let's just practice. Is a practice thing. Now, I would be now winding up the session. We'll be doing it for I mean, in the next session, we'll be taking up with the writing part. Okay, so I hope that this would be now more clearer in terms of this thing. Like PT is now becoming clear to you. So PT is sometimes people think that okay, like it is difficult. It is not difficult. It's easy rather because see in writing as you can see various things are there. It is not only limited to one or two things. And there are, I would say one more thing is there, that is the reading when you will be seeing it is more easier. Okay, so there would be no personal bias or something like that in PD particularly. Okay, so okay then I will be winding up the session. Any questions you have, people?
Yes, sir. Can we attempt these questions?
Yes, you can attempt these questions. You want to practice?
Yes, yes. I want to take up a test.
I'll be sharing your user ID and password with both of you. Okay, so you'll be doing it yourself.
I want to give a complete test for all the questions.
Yeah, sure, why not? I'll be sharing few things with you. And if you want to buy, see, if you want to take up for your usage, I'll be sharing it to you. I mean, one of the IDs which are meant for practice. Okay, if you want to buy also, you can purchase it for rupees 400. Okay, that also you can do.
Okay.
400, yes, because we are having a corporate account. Otherwise, in the market, it's very costly. Okay, it is like that.
You,
But I
okay,
prefer
okay.
for
Let me know.
okay. Thank you, Jen.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you
Bye.
so much. Thank you.